Did the Romans use witchcraft to raise Jesus after 3 days in the tomb? Western religion is saturated with the story of Jesus' birth, crucifixion, and subsequent resurrection. The story of Jesus is rarely told without these two major events. Christmas is a celebration of Jesus' birth, while Easter is a celebration of his death and resurrection. Jesus' resurrection is a major event in the Church. It's also no secret that the Church guards all historical accounts of Jesus in the Vatican. What if one of those secrets was so shocking that its very revelation could be the end to Roman Catholic control over the nations? Roman Catholic traditions are steeped into the fabric of society as a whole. For thousands of years, the world has trusted the Church to lead the nations in the pursuit of redemption. But what if global control was the plan after Jesus laid in the tomb after his crucifixion? In 68 BC, ancient Rome held their own religious beliefs that included the worship of many gods. Ancient Rome believed that rituals and offerings to a variety of deities would bring abundance and protection. Roman soldiers had little tolerance for Christianity. Jesus was a dangerous concept to their beliefs, yet they recognized that a peaceful religion was easier to control. Jesus' rise to fame threatened Roman control. Once Jesus was no longer a threat and put to death by crucifixion, it has been speculated that his body was used as a vessel for necromancy. The Roman elite understood the limitless power that could be harnessed by raising Jesus with supernatural rituals. The concept of intervening in the resurrection guaranteed two concepts. The first being that Christians would be even more susceptible to manipulation if their Redeemer stepped forth from death as promised by Jesus himself. Second, Jesus could continue to be used as a puppet for demons and entities controlled by the Roman Empire. Recognizing unlimited power in their plan, the Roman army set out to steal the body of Jesus from his tomb. To properly work the spell, Jesus' body would be needed for the ritual. At a later time, Jesus' body was returned to the tomb. Now with complete supernatural power, even the resurrection could be manipulated to gain more control and even build a monetary empire. They were carefully crafted by the Roman elite to further an agenda for religious and monetary supremacy. This claim seems to be strengthened when Jesus is taken to the clouds in front of the masses. It is claimed that the demons began to levitate and take on an appearance of smoke as the magic was summoned from the pits of hell. There is a theory that 3 Roman soldiers were placed in charge of the risen Jesus by Roman elites. Eventually, there was a disagreement between the Roman elites about ways to leverage their newfound power. In order to keep the dead body of Jesus from decaying quickly, frequent rituals had to be done with the body. This became troublesome as a very small group of 3 to 5 elites were involved in the ritual magic. Realizing they were in over their heads, they entrusted a sorcerer from ancient-day Hispania. Ancient Hispania was a hub of ritual magic and sorcery. Jesus was then brought before the sorcerer. The sorcerer immediately recognized Jesus. There are ancient accounts of Jesus traveling to Spain. The journey taken by Jesus across the sea has been traced to modern-day Spain. After this video, search the keywords "Did Jesus travel to Spain?" There you will find the historical accounts of Jesus among the people of Spain. The Spanish sorcerer recognized Jesus, as Jesus had become famous among even the people of Spain. The sorcerer immediately recognized the depravity of the Roman elites and refused to help them. The sorcerer was ordered to be executed, but was able to escape. It is rumored that from this time forward, the location of Jesus' body can be known by following the religious wars. The Spanish army then made a plan to collect the body of Jesus from the Roman elite. The Roman military had strict orders to hide and keep watch of the body of Jesus. The rumors then spread to Galatia and surrounding regions. This is where the term Antichrist rose up to be placed in the Bible. The Holy War has not been a war against Jesus. It is a war against the demonic hold placed over the body of Jesus after his crucifixion. Anti-demonic. Antichrist is a term chosen by John the Revelator to describe what was done to the holy body of Jesus after his death. The world is not against Jesus. The world is fighting against the outcome of necromancy used against the body of Jesus after his death. The resurrected Jesus is now the Antichrist. World powers came to know about it and holy wars broke out across the world. The body of the deceased Jesus has become more than a 2,000-year religious war. Theory has it that when Spain went to war with Islam in 711, the goal was to recapture the body of Jesus. It is believed that Islam had possession of the body of Jesus when Muhammad was in the cave of Hira. Muhammad was with Jesus, not Gabriel as historians claim, and the temperatures inside the cave slowed decomposition. Muhammad had no father to interfere or to bring resistance and was poorly educated. He could not read or write. It was considered that he would not be able to give any written account of his watch over Jesus. He would not be taken seriously as he was perceived as ignorant, poorly educated, and fatherless. The Roman elites tried to use their sorcery from afar to bring the body of Jesus out of hiding while under the watch of Muhammad. When the demons realized they could not find their way out of the cave due to darkness, they tried to enchant Muhammad to lead his body out. The supernatural experience had by Muhammad was all Roman sorcery, and Islam was born. At some point, Jesus' body was again recaptured by Roman soldiers and eventually held by the Vatican. The Vatican speaks of chaining demons underground. The body of Jesus has become saturated with demonic entities over several millennia. The theory is, Jesus has been contained in secret underground facilities to keep the demonic energies contained from today's world. He is literally chained up because the demonic enemies have taken his body hostage. To release them would bring world destruction. It is theorized that the United States military now has jurisdiction over the body of Jesus. The Roman Catholic Church has a pact with several countries to keep this hidden. The Roman Catholic Church has become a corporate monster stretching across the world. It now uses its power and influence to control the masses. Isn't this what the Romans set out to do after crucifying Jesus? The Vatican. It is known as Mystery Babylon in the Bible, the Vatican City, the harlot clothed in purple and scarlet. The body of Jesus lies in an undisclosed location, although rumors have speculated Area 51 and the caverns of the Rocky Mountains are places Jesus has been placed and protected by the military. You are being challenged to devise a map of all religious wars since the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. The Vatican keeps the knowledge hidden. Can you, the viewer, do your research and devise a timeline of the capture and control of Jesus after his death? Can you trace the past and current location of Jesus by looking at all political tensions and uprisings for the last 2,000 years? What about the adoption of Israel by the United States? The influence of the Vatican over various Christian nations? Do you see a timeline emerging? Can you crack the code of the location of Jesus? But even more, can you determine where Jesus will appear at his second coming and what world power will stage this event? Leave your thoughts in the comments.